A lot of you seem to be really distracted by this poster I have of Matt Smith over here. So to prevent that, I'm going to cover him with my ukulele case. Nope. He doesn't want to be covered. I'm sure most of you forgot that this was a thing, me included, but today we're going to do a Q&A Monday. I asked people to ask me questions on Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook, and some of you responded very quickly because I asked you to ask me questions about an hour ago. So I appreciate that, and here we go. What personality trait do you find the most appealing? Sense of humor. What did you think about the new Oz movie? My overall impression was but if you want to hear a more extensive version of what I thought, a new episode of Ink and Paint Club podcast, which is a podcast I do with my boyfriend about Disney things and animation and all those fun movie stuff. We'll have a new episode up hopefully this week about what our opinions of Oz were. I hope you listen to it. There's a link down below so you can subscribe and make sure you get it when it comes out. If you were to describe yourself as any cake, which cake would it be and why? A mint chocolate chip ice cream cake, solely because cake and mint chip ice cream are two of my favorite things. That doesn't describe my personality at all. It could. If you guys want to think of like how that would describe my personality, I'm welcome to hear it, but I'm just going off of I'm really hungry and that sounds amazing to me right now. What are your thoughts on traditional pencil-drawn animation versus a more modern computer-based approach? These opinions are personal to me. I prefer traditional hand-drawn 2D, whatever you want to call it, animation. As an animator, it's easier for me to convey what I want to in animation through a pencil as opposed to going through a computer. I think it's more natural. It's obviously just more traditional. It's a lot harder, and that's why not many studios are doing it anymore. It's a lot harder to perfect. I think you can get a lot of things from traditional animation that you can't get in 3D animation as well. I have mentioned in a video before that I think would have been interesting if Tangled was traditionally animated as it was originally intended, but on the other hand, there are some scenes in Tangled that could not have been done with 2D animation. More and more companies are doing CG 3D animation because those resources are a lot more available now. It's a little bit more expensive to do, but in some ways it's quicker. And I think companies are also seeing that films that are CG animated are making more money, like the Pixar films. That doesn't mean those CG films that are coming out are very good, but that's what some people think and that's what they're gonna do. Personally, I prefer traditional 2D animation. That was a very long explanation, but that's what you're gonna get. What are your top 3 favorite animals? Otters, penguins, and corgis. If Mickey's a mouse and Donald's a duck and Pluto's a dog, what's Goofy? Well, Goofy is a dog, but don't ask me about the morality of the decision for Mickey's dog and Mickey's best friend to both be the same animal, because I really can't give you an answer. Top 5 favorite books. This changes for me all the time, but currently and in no order whatsoever. The Harry Potter series, Stargirl, The Illusion of Life, the Scott Pilgrim series, and Paper Towns. Who is your favorite musical artist? For this question, I'm going to limit it to strictly artists, not bands, because that's a whole nother thing. My favorite musical artist is... it is such a toss-up between Ben Folds and Sufjan Stevens. Do you have any guilty pleasures? Well, I watched an embarrassing amount of Dance Moms this weekend. I also listen to Disney music more than a normal person over the age of 7 should. You don't want to be friends with me on Spotify. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you guys for those wonderful questions. If you want to be sure to get your question in next time, make sure you're following me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook, because that is where I announce the things that I'm doing. And if your question didn't get answered, feel free to ask it in the comments below or just wait till next time, when which I will answer it in a video. Thanks for watching, you guys, and... oh, I burped. Later days. Sorry about that.